garage. Well, I'm out here in the driveway. Finally, it's starting to warm up a little bit. It's really pretty out here. First order of business is for me to give a shout out to my good buddy, Dylan, who is a neighbor of mine. He rides up and down the street here. Super cool dude. I wanted to say hello to you, give a shout out, and we're going to have to get you on film on your custom 3-wheel bike. Thanks for watching, Dylan. If you notice behind me, I've got a Maverick. Awesome. If you watched the last video that I had, I was railing on a dealership down in Florida, scumbag, Furman Ford, just in case you forgot the name. And I did get some news on that. The state of Florida, who regulates auto dealers, was requesting more information in their investigation. So I'm hoping that they're going to put them through the ringer. Who knows? But anyway, this is a Cactus Gray Maverick, a Lariat edition. I did end up buying this one rather than the one that is an order, which I plan on buying from the Ford dealer here in my town, right? So what happened was I struck up a conversation with Jeff Kinsey from Wyatt Johnson Ford, which is another Ford dealership here in Nashville, right? And I said, look, if you get one, blah, 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 you know, we talked for a while, and he says, okay. And so on a Saturday morning, he called me and said, hey, I've got one available right now. It's going to be first come, first serve. Now, they're about 18 minutes away from me from down here in Franklin. And I said, okay, let me take a shower, be up. He goes, well, quicker you can get here, the better. I'm like, okay, awesome. So I just put on a hat and I ran on up there. And let's get on with the rest of the story, but I'll do a little walk around while I'm talking. So I get down to the dealership. And I go into his office and he says, here's the numbers on the truck, blah, blah, blah. And I went through them real quick, signed for it. Okay, so basically at that point, it was my truck, right? I'd bought it. Now, one thing that I was amazed at is that Wyatt Johnson doesn't do a markup on their trucks like my dealership did. They charge $5,000 more at my dealership. Wyatt Johnson said, hey, we don't do markups. We don't believe in that. Now, what they do believe in, dealership-wise, not Jeff-wise, is adding like, I think it was $1,200 or some number like that for the security package, which I don't even know what that was. I don't, who knows? It was something to add $1,200 anyway for the price. I was in no position to argue though, right, at all, none. So I said, great, put that on there, awesome. So I was sitting in Jeff's office and he was doing the blah blah this and blah blah that and printing this out and that, and he said we heard a commotion going on and we were finishing up something and the sales manager came in. He goes, wow, that was a little bit of drama. Evidently there was a guy that had heard there was a Maverick for sale and had come down there and he was yelling, I got the money, I got the money, and he had to tell him, hey, he already bought it, which is the same thing that happened to me at my dealership. So I feel sorry for him, but not that sorry because I was the one buying the truck. All right, so Jeff and I finished all the paperwork that I needed to do, and the next fun part was to go to the finance office, right? The little office where they shut the door and you're all by yourself, and they just have your best interest at heart. I told Jeff, I said, hey, Ford has 2.9 interest rate on the Maverick, and I said, I want to go with Ford financing. He's like, oh, yeah, great, go, you tell our finance guy that. So I get in there and we start going through stuff, and the finance guy's like, well, this is the price with the warranty and, you know, all this other stuff. And I said, I don't want that. Just want the plain Jane financing for the truck. Here's money down. This is what I want to put down. And this is, you know, blah, blah, blah. They'd pull my credit and it was 850s. I don't know, whatever. You get to be old and you pay your bills. You have a pretty good credit rating, right? So I knew that wasn't the issue. I said, I want to do Ford. And he goes, well, Ford's got probably the highest rate of anybody around. And I'm like, well, right here, pulled up my phone. I said, they have 2.9 advertised until April 4th. Right here it is, right there on my phone, right? Look, see? And he looked around and he goes, I can't find that. And, you know, we went round and round, and finally he says, well, I can pull some strings for you and probably get that same rate with a different company. And it ended up Capital One auto financing because somebody's getting a kickback. And it was, instead of 2.9, it's 3.1. But the whole point is, I couldn't get them to finance with Ford, even though they're a Ford dealer, and they basically refused to finance it with Ford Motor Credit, which I thought was kind of sad. But at this point, it didn't really matter. Now, I've got the blue Maverick, the cactus gray. Sorry, I say blue. It's cactus gray. And I'm going to sell it. I got a notification that mine was scheduled to build in week of May 9th. Now, will that happen? Who knows? You know, there's no telling with the supply chain issues and everything else. So, I mean, it might be May, June, July, August. It may not even be this year. You know, there's no guarantees of that. So I went ahead and bought this one. I plan on selling it when I get the white one. Now, I'm not looking to make $1 million off of it, but I'm also not going to give it away because, I mean, I'm going to do my best to keep this thing in pristine condition. Now, it is a hybrid. It's a Lariat. This thing is amazing. I can tell you that, you know, if you were to say, is that truck as amazing as you thought it would be? Absolutely. This thing is crazy. I've got 350 miles on it since I picked it up, and I've got over half a tank of gas, and it was full when I got it. So, I mean, it gets crazy good gas mileage. Now, most of that's city driving. It's getting insane gas mileage. You know, 45 miles per gallon, no question at all. It's very comfortable. I'm 6'4", don't have any issues in it. So, as far as the product goes, Ford just hit it out of the park with this truck. Amazing product. Unfortunately, you have to deal with dealerships. Wyatt Johnson was better than most and better than my dealership, to tell you the truth, because my dealership hadn't called me and offered me another truck, or they wanted to charge me $5,000 more just to be able to buy one. So I mean, you know, none of this makes any sense. How one dealer can not mark it up and the one that you got to order. Anyway, get in the weeds on that. I am thrilled with the truck. The one that I've ordered is exactly like this truck, identical, except it is Oxford white. And the only reason I want that one is because I want to use it sometimes as a service truck, and I need a white vehicle because all of my service trucks are white. So that's really the only reason. Other than that, this truck is amazing, and it will be for sale. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff that I'm going to do to it, quick stuff to protect it, and so when I sell it, there won't be any damage or any kind of wear and tear on it. Because it's a Lariat, it's got the spray-in bed liner, and that's really nice. It's got the rails, but I wanted to put a cover over it so I could carry some stuff around, like lockout tools, a little bit of locksmith supplies. So I wanted to kind of protect the bed and put some stuff in there and not get that stuff stolen. So I got one of the Ford factory soft tonneau covers, which I'm going to put on. I bought this from Fairway Ford, and let me tell you something. They sent 2 of the left-hand rails, and the customer service with them was exemplary. They sent me the other one out like immediately. I got it in like a day, and probably 2 days I got the replacement rail, so I can go ahead and install it. I bought some of the all-weather mats to put in here because I don't want to jank up the carpet. I also ordered the letters for the Maverick insignia on the back, which I think makes it super pop. Put a link down below. I got those on Amazon for like 30 bucks, I think, and the factory ones are 80. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the cover and install, which is going to take about 5 minutes. Put the floor mats in. But man, I tell you, I'm just tickled to death with this truck. It's amazing, I tell you. All right, let's take a look at my installation. It took about 30 minutes. It was like super easy. The tonneau cover was like basically 6 clamps that went 3 on each side, and line it up, put a piece of foam on it. It looks really good. I like it a lot. Let's take a look. That looks freaking excellent. I've been trying to go with all factory accessories, so if I sell the truck, which I'm planning on doing, everything will be factory Ford. Nobody can say I don't like that. Looks nice. And then on the inside, I've got the all-weather mats, and they clip down into the regular clips. Looks great. I love it. Super duper, super cool. I do like that. I got the Retrax bed cover for the white truck, if I ever get it, and I'll be doing a video on that because this one should be a little bit more geared towards commercial use, more usage than the vinyl cover that I installed. Alright, so I'm happy I got this Maverick from Wyatt Johnson. I'm not that happy with my dealership. They haven't even called me and told me my truck's scheduled for to be built. I found that out on a chat line with the Ford Corporation. So how sad is that? They're getting paid to order a truck for me, and they can't even tell me anything. Really, it's just basically pick it up when it gets there. It's kind of a sad situation. Truck itself, amazing. The engineering on it is amazing. probably the XL, XLT, or the Lariat, whichever one you get. I think the hybrid technology is just unbelievably great as far as like the fuel mileage goes. So happy with that. What's coming up? I'm not going to do a bunch of videos on the Maverick, especially this one that I plan on selling. If you're interested in it, you know, you can shoot me a line and we can come up with a price, because as soon as I get the white one, this one's gone. It is a great truck. What's coming up? Jeep. The JK, I need to finish up the wheel lift, and I've got a lift kit, both rough country. Going to finish that up and then get it prepped for paint. The blue Jeep, the TJ, I need to paint it and get the Toyota finished. So there's plenty coming up that I'm going to be doing on the channel. I've also lined up hiring somebody extra to do the like car lockouts and things like that, so I can actually carve out some time to be able to do some projects, to film it and put them on YouTube. That's been my problem. It's just been me lately because of COVID. You can't find anybody that wants to work. I am grateful that you are watching and that you're a subscriber. Keep on watching. We're going to be doing some Jeep stuff coming up. Not much Maverick stuff. Other than driving back and forth to the parts store, I hope I don't have to work on the Maverick. Keep watching. I appreciate it. I'm David from the Redneck Garage. Keep turning wrenches.